championships in 275-pound weight class. In Class A, John Stinner, 25-2 junior of Gering, meets Shaun Donahoo of Columbus. Donahoo, 33-7 senior. In Class B, Tyrice Ellebb, an unbeaten senior for Boystown, faces Mitch Engel, 32-4 senior for Nebraska City. In Class C, Seth Dominguez, 28-4 junior from Eklhorn Valley, faces Jeremy Karr, a 27-7 senior from Gordon. And in Class D, Jared Bell of Oshkosh, 23-3 senior, faces Anthony Ogorzolka, a 30-2 junior from Republican Valley.
We better look quick over to Class B because Tyrice Ellebb has yet to go the distance yet this year. He's pinned every opponent. He's 28-0, and his go quick.
Meanwhile, in Class D, they have to do some repair work before they can get that match underway.
We've got another killer bee in Class C with Jeremy Karr of Gordon,
facing Seth Dominguez of Eklhorn Valley. And, you know, that's quite an accomplishment. Eklhorn Valley's only had wrestling for 2 years. Joe Sturek, who went over there as principal, got it started last year. Now they have a different coach. But, boy, look at there.
Jeremy Karr going for the headlock.
No, and right after that, Dominguez comes back around and gets the takedown.
So Jeremy Karr unable to get the takedown. I know last night he had a big win in the semifinals, coming from behind 6-1 to pin his opponent to get himself into the state finals.
Meanwhile, in Class D, boy, those two guys going right after Jared Bell of Oshkosh and Anthony Ogorzolka of Republican Valley. And no score yet in B and no score in A, but it's Seth Dominguez of Eklhorn Valley leading it 2-0 over Jeremy Karr of Gordon in Class C.
John Stinner of Gering just got the takedown in Class A over Shaun Donahoo of Columbus.
And now I got to say, Takima Herman was the team champion in Class C. And now, just about that time in Class C, Jeremy Karr has gotten reversal and has Seth Dominguez at Eklhorn Valley in trouble. Karr trying to get the fall and become a state champion for Gordon.
One thing about the heavyweight class, they get them on their back. They don't get off very often.
And a lot of time left, 26 seconds in the first period in Class C as Karr trying to crank it on. Karr came in as the 4th-ranked wrestler. Dominguez was the 3rd-ranked wrestler. So neither one of these guys was even ranked number 1, but they've wrestled well in the state tournament.
14 seconds to go in the first period. He's trying to adjust himself a little bit, get a little bit more weight.
Dominguez still fighting it off, and he won't get the fall. So that match is still close.
There's a warning in Class A against John Stinner on top of Shaun Donahoo. He's leading 2-0, 17 seconds remaining in the first period.
So in C now, it's Jeremy Karr leading 5-2 over Seth Dominguez of Eklhorn Valley. And
there's the first score in Class B. Tyrice Ellebb, the returning state champ from Class B, getting a takedown and going to work quickly.
Mitch Engel of Nebraska City, his opponent. No score in D. And in Class A, it's 2-0.
And Tyrice Ellebb has him on his back here in the 5 seconds remaining. And there's the pin. A perfect 29-0 season for Tyrice Ellebb, the mayor of Boystown. 29 straight pins.
Well, I tell you, he proved himself there. I remember you last year telling me how impressed you were with him.
I really am. I hope to see big things for him in the future as well. He has really matured. He came into Boystown as just a short little chubby kid, and he has grown into a real man.
And now in Class A, it was momentarily John Stinner of Gering had Shaun Donahoo turned.
John Stinner was the runner-up last year, too. Tyrice Ellebb of Boystown in Class B before Gering moved back up to Class A this year. Stinner working that underarm tie. Looks like he's going to get some near fall points on Donahoo. Minute 17, he's got a lot of time left.
And now he's going to try to go for the pin.
And there's the pin in Class A.
John Stinner of Gering bringing home a title after being a runner-up a year ago.
Things still going slow in Class D. We've got injury. First we had an injury to the mat. Now we've got injury to Jared Bell of Oshkosh. They're getting back to the center now. Minute 36 still remaining in Class D at heavyweight.
That's in the first period. Meanwhile, in C, we have another injury time out of Seth Dominguez of Eklhorn Valley takes a breather. Apparently was hurt a little bit as he trails at 6-2. Jeremy Karr of Gordon, the leader. Karr standing out on the mat there in the blue and gold singlet. So just 2 matches remaining before we wrap up things here. As far as the action's concerned, of course, we'll have the medal ceremonies coming up. And now
headlock attempt by Ogorzolka. No points awarded either way. Still 1:19 to go in the first period.
Ogorzolka came in ranked number 2, 30-2 junior. Jared Bell ranked number 5, 23-3 senior. Ogorzolka medaled last year 5th. Bell has not ever medaled at the tournament, and you have a senior meeting a junior there. Meanwhile, Dominguez and Karr still going at it in Class C. Right now it's Jeremy Karr of Gordon, who has the blue and gold singlet, leading it by a score of 7-2 over Seth Dominguez.
This is another one of those matches you'd hate to call it either way, because anybody could win that one.
Well, between, in fact, Dominguez had a 39-second pin in his first match, won 10-5 in the second, and 1:59 in the third.
He's getting close to a takedown here. Jeremy Karr went for a headlock attempt. No, still no points. Nice scramble by Jeremy Karr. Good movement for the big man, and ends up getting the takedown, stays in bounds. Nice job by Jeremy Karr of Gordon.
That gives him a 9-2 lead with 16 seconds to go, second period. Still a stoppage in Class D with no score, 1:19 to go in the first period. First there was a mat situation. Then I think it was Ogorzolka that had to stop for a while. Now it's Bell who has to be attended to.
16 seconds remaining in Class C, second period.
And Dominguez trying to come to his feet and get a roll going, and there's the reversal. That'll make it 9-4. Dominguez, who's now on top, trailing, and that's into the second period. And there we are, right toward the end of the period, getting scoring some points.
Again, that match could go either way. Dominguez choice in the third period. He's going to take the down position, and he, rightly so, after just getting an easy reversal, he feels he could do it again. Still haven't got going back yet on Class D.
Dominguez trying to get a reversal again, but he's going to need more than that. And now it may be a battle of who can outlast the other right now. And I think now Jeremy Karr of Gordon still on top, trying to get something going here as Dominguez still struggling, trailing at 9-4. And we're back in action now in Class D. Jared Bell of Oshkosh facing Anthony Ogorzolka of Republican Valley. There's no score in that match yet, but they were still in the first period. That one got way behind. We had pins in A and B in this weight class. And
there's another reversal for Seth Dominguez of Eklhorn Valley.
As he leads it now 9-6, he's within 3 points. He might have to, I don't know, unless, I guess he could turn him over and get a 3-point near fall. That's what he's going to have to work on. And boy, those two guys, the tank's getting close to empty on both of them. But they're now coming back is Jeremy Karr of Gordon. I'll tell you one thing about Karr, for a big guy, he's got pretty good movement.
Yeah, he's pretty active. I'm pretty surprised. There's a reversal for him.
And now Karr leads it 11-6.
And he goes to work right away with throws a deep half. Unable to get anything off of it. Still no score in D. Time running out in the first period. Again, we fell behind in that one due to the injury timeouts.
And I think Seth Dominguez is hoping that 30 seconds ticks away. Boy, he is out of gas. But he's got 30 seconds left. Now have to take a short injury timeout.
5 seconds left in the first period in Class D. No score between Jared Bell of Oshkosh and Anthony Ogorzolka of Republican Valley. Jared Bell, the senior. Ogorzolka, just a junior, but a 30 wins and 2 losses on the season.
Again, remind you, we have all kinds of action, sports action coming up on NETV. State swimming championships next week. And, of course, women's basketball coming up tomorrow. And they'll have the state high school basketball tournaments as well. Boys and girls, I think 2 weeks from today is the girls' state basketball tournament. And 3 weeks is the boys' state basketball tournament. So this is the season if you like sports. And, again, we urge you to support Nebraska Public Television. be able to bring you programming like this. I think, what do we say, the 27th year that they've now been, you know, it seems strange. I remember watching this as a youngster. Never thought I'd be sitting here doing the broadcast, and certainly appreciate it. We do want to also thank the Nebraska School Activities Association for all the help they give us in getting things coordinated and able to bring the telecast to you. Also, I'd like to thank our other compatriots in the media business. I tell you, a lot of them help us out in the media room, give us information.
I needed to thank Lori Ahrens and Bobby Myers down in the media room for taking care of getting me brackets after each session this week.
Okay, here we go back in Class C. We're back in action, and boy, I tell you what, a refreshed Jeremy Karr, but then Seth Dominguez comes out and still tries to get an escape. He'll have to go to work. I think he might. We get close to the escape here. He may even get a reversal. But only 15 seconds now remain. I think Jeremy Karr will be able to ride it out as he gets the takedown. So Jeremy Karr will be the state champion from Gordon.
He's still trying to get a pin.
And time's starting to run out.
We got action back now. We finally got action back in Class D. It's still 0-0. We're into the second period now.
So Jeremy Karr of Gordon, 11-6 winner over Seth Dominguez of Eklhorn Valley, and only one match remaining in the 1996 state wrestling tournament. That between Jared Bell of Oshkosh and Anthony Ogorzolka of Republican Valley. With no score yet in that match.
There's a quick escape by Jared Bell. It gives him a 1-0 lead. It's stopping for a headgear problem. We've stopped for just about every problem we can think of in this match. Minute 49. Still left in the second period. Both wrestlers will be on their feet now.
Now there's a contrast in frames. The tall, slender, and short, stocky.
That's one thing that you definitely see in heavyweight is a little bit of everything. Again,
the medal ceremonies, we will have those in full for you.
There was a stalling call against Jared Bell, and 1 point awarded to Anthony Ogorzolka. That'll tie it up. Oh, a slip on the head throw by Ogorzolka. Jared Bell gets a cheap takedown to take the 3-1 lead with 1:29 remaining in the second period.
Still a lot of time in this match. I could flip either way. Well, now going to get some back points. Well, no.
He's unable. He can't get those near fall points until he pulls his opponent's shoulders inside of the circle. He did have him tilted up there, but unable to get any counts because they were outside of the circle.
I should know when I'm doing a telecast with an official, and I'm not going to get away with stuff like that. In case you don't know, R.J. Neby is the color commentator. R.J., former national champion at UNO, is also, is it a volunteer assistant coach? Or you?
For what we get paid, you might as well call it that.
At Omaha Scott, and of course you also officiate a lot of matches as well, mostly at the college level.
That's right.
So it definitely has a lot of experience.
It's a lot easier to be on this side of it, though.
Well, I tell you what, a lot of attempts there by Anthony Ogorzolka of Republican Valley. He tried a lot of things, and none of them worked against Jared Bell. Bell, a very good counter wrestler. Just continues to counter whatever he throws at him. But again, a lot of time left. 40 seconds to go in the second period. It's 3-1. Jared Bell leading. We had two pins in this weight class. Tyrice Ellebb had a big pin over Mitch Engel in Nebraska City. And John Stinner of Gering stuck Shaun Donahoo of Columbus. And Jeremy Karr of Gordon won 11-6 over Seth Dominguez of Eklhorn Valley here at 275 pounds. Again, extra weight class this year. We have a total of 14 weight classes. In order to get more in the middle classes, as you mentioned, RJ, you get more kids an opportunity, and only makes sense. I'm glad they went back to the old weight classes and also divided the classifications A, B, C, D more fairly as well. So they really did a nice job.
Last year when they had Class A was just 24 teams, and you end up with buys in the state tournament, and that's not right because, there should never be any buys in the state tournament. There should always be a kid in every spot.
What a move by Ogorzolka as he flips around and able to come up and make it a 3-2 score now. Jared Bell still leading it, but Ogorzolka, I tell you what, he's got a lot of moves.
I believe it's his choice in the third period. He's going to take down. An escape will tie it up. A reversal will give him the lead.
I think that's definitely a good move for him because Bell has been kind of a defensive wrestler. Ogorzolka again coming in ranked number 2, and Bell came in ranked number 5. Their record's pretty similar. Bell at 23-3, Ogorzolka 30-2. Ogorzolka on the bottom. Jared Bell on
Bell
top.
going for that little quick tip again. He's only got a 1 count. He needs to have him in a near fall situation for 2 seconds. Referee only counted out 1 there. Minute 35 remaining. Bell leading 3-2. Here's the tip again. He did get a 2 count that time. Still the same hold, so the official will not award a separate 2 points until he releases that hold. Now he's got a 5 count, so he will earn 3 points near fall as soon as the official feels that he's actually released that hold.
Oh, tough for Anthony Ogorzolka, who really had some good moves in this match with Jared Bell. As I said, a very good counter wrestler overall, but that time he had a good offensive move and really found, I think, a move that really Ogorzolka fell right into. I mean, it was because he'd been kind of doing a lot of rolls and so forth, and it worked real well for him.
Like you pointed out, just the difference in body styles. That type of a little tip like that will work excellent on the shorter, stockier wrestlers.
So it's 6-2 now. Jared Bell of Oshkosh leading Anthony Ogorzolka of Republican Valley with 42 seconds left before we wrap up another state wrestling tournament. And again, you'll have a chance to see the top 6 medalists of the weight classes from 145 on up as we presented the medals in the classes, lower classes earlier this afternoon.
Still a lot of folks waiting around to see the end of this match and then as well see the medal presentations, which is nice to see. A lot of times you go to tournaments and you get down towards the end of the match and everyone's headed out the doors, but everyone wants to stick around to see the medal presentations for the state champions.
Boy, give Ogorzolka a lot of credit. He just does not quit. He keeps trying, but Jared Bell the better of it today, as Bell is going to win this one, 7 seconds and counting as he leads it 6-2, and that'll be the final as they get set to wrap it up. And Jared Bell of Oshkosh, a state champion at 275 pounds. He'll finish at 24-3. The senior from Oshkosh, his first medal, and it's a state championship. Ogorzolka placed 5th last year, but he'll get a state runner-up medal this year. So good job by Jared Bell of Oshkosh. Now let's give the results of the state championship matches at 275 pounds. In Class A, John Stinner of Gering wins by pin over Shaun Donahoo of Columbus. In Class B, Tyrice Ellebb of Boystown wins by pin over Mitch Engel of Nebraska City. In Class C, Jeremy Karr, the state champion, with 11-6 win over Seth Dominguez of Eklhorn Valley. And in Class D, Jared Bell of Oshkosh wins 6-2 over Anthony Ogorzolka of Republican Valley. Be sure to join us tomorrow for NCAA women's basketball as the University of Nebraska Cornhuskers host the Missouri Tigers. Angela Beck's Lady Huskers are making a solid run at the upper division of the Big 8 Conference and a chance in the NCAA tournament, and you won't want to miss any of the